Hi, I'm David Schlup, the owner of the Tactical Pro International and creator of the Warrior Woman Workshop. I'd like to share with you a new addition to our training systems. This is a brand new online personal safety training program focusing on awareness and avoidance for women and girls, because I believe that prevention is the key. This is a preventative training system that we can all apply to our lives. And you might be asking yourself, well, what are we trying to prevent? Here's the issue. There is a huge problem as it relates to violent crimes or devastating sexual assaults against women and girls, which occur every single day. As a matter of fact, every 2.5 minutes of every day in the United States alone, that most people are just completely unaware of. So I'd like to take the next few moments to share with you some of the problems that we're facing, why we're facing these problems, a few ideas, and then ultimately what we can do about it. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, here's some cold hard facts that I believe we all should understand. 2.1 million girls and women were seriously harmed or sexually assaulted in 2010 alone. Plus, 1 out of 4 girls will be sexually assaulted by the time they reach 18 years old. Also, 1 out of 4 or 5 young women will be a victim of an attempted or completed rape during their college years, and ultimately 1 out of 6 women will be sexually assaulted to one extent or another within their lifetime. Now these are FBI and Department of Justice statistics ranging from the 90s to 2010. This is a never-ending, it's an average, but it's a never-ending problem. This is an everyday, non-stop crimes that are being committed against women and girls that we need to become aware of and help try to stop, all right? But why are these problems persisting like this? Here's a few ideas. First of all, lack of reporting. Only 30% of these crimes are ever reported. That's a huge problem in itself. Also, lack of media coverage. No one hears about these crimes. Now, I'm a former federal agent. I held a national top secret security clearance. So believe me when I tell you that the media or our government does not share everything with the public. There are dangers out there that we are just not made aware of, okay? Also, the shame and embarrassment of these crimes is tremendous. I mean, these girls are humiliated, or these women. They don't want to share this with anyone, understandably. The denial of the problem, another huge issue. People just don't want to deal with it, just want to turn a blind eye to it. Also, this is one of the biggest issues I run into, is believing it only happens to someone else. These women, even if they know someone who's been harmed, or one of their family members, they just believe that it can't happen to them for some reason. Well, they don't understand the criminal mindset is a big part of the problem, because the criminals don't care if you're a good person or not. All they're looking for is an opportunity. If they have the opportunity, isolation, a potential victim, they're going to take advantage of it, all right? Plus, and finally, lack of training and education causes this to happen also. Both a lack of interest in this kind of training or a lack of accessibility to it. Another reason why I created this program for you guys, because there's not a lot out there for you, and certainly not anything like this effective. This is an incredible opportunity. But you can understand. I mean, if we got a denial here, or we don't believe it'll ever happen to us, why would anyone be interested in seeking this kind of training? So this is an educational process here that I think we all need to help people with. But the problem, here's the ultimate problem that we're looking at on this page. All of these issues all empower the criminals out there to continue victimizing people. Now let me explain this a little further to you, okay? Back to the reporting issue. Here's the 70% of crimes that were never reported, all right? Well, what happens? These guys are still out there committing crimes against other people. And these women and girls who have been emotionally, mentally, and physically harmed, seriously harmed, have to just kind of recover and deal with it on their own. Out of the 30% that are reported, only 1 out of 20 of these guys in the yellow here, only 1 out of 20 of them ever spend a day in jail. So here's another problem that we're facing. Not only all of this is encouraging the criminals, no training, don't believe it'll happen to you, denial of the problem, embarrassed, won't report it, lack of reporting or media coverage. That empowers them. These guys go free, and the judicial system only incarcerates 1 out of 20 of the guys who are reported out of the 30% who are. So you see the issues here that we're facing? So here's my proposal to you. This is my answer to the problem, all right? Through this training program, this will help. I'm going to go over the criminal mindset with you guys. We have to understand the enemy so that we can defeat our enemy, right? We're going to understand the nature of these guys, what they're looking at, how they set their victims up. Also, the characteristics of a victim. What are the characteristics these criminals are looking for in their potential victims? Plus, awareness and avoidance. It's one thing to simply tell someone, hey, be more aware and avoid danger. Well, unless you're trained, then what are we really being aware of or trying to avoid? You know what I mean? Then how to overcome panic and terror. These are debilitating issues that can freeze us in our tracks if we don't know how to deal with it. But I'm not only going to show you how to overcome it, I'm going to share with you and teach you how to use that fear and adrenaline to your advantage. Then we're also going to talk about our intuitions, the power of our intuitions. This is a gift that we need to learn how to cultivate, understand it, cultivate it, so that we can also turn this gift into an advantage. Then dating and social outings. There are many dangerous situations that women and girls find themselves in these settings. I'm going to teach you how to recognize potential problems, warning signs, and pitfalls. Once you're aware of them, now you can avoid them, right? And then the survivor warrior mindset, very important. It doesn't matter how skilled or knowledgeable we are. If we don't have the right mindset, we're just not going to be as effective as it relates to our own personal safety. And then ultimately, hard target, soft target concepts, or hard target, easy target concepts. We finish up all of my training programs. This is where I want all of my students to get to. Learning to become a hard target, someone who is just too hard to get to. We stack all this cards, our education, our awareness, our understanding, our intuition, right? We stack these all together in our favor to the point that the criminals just give up. I mean, we're just too hard to get to. So, I believe that together we can help stop this devastating cycle, and it is a cycle, of violence and sexual assaults against women and girls. And it's a never-ending problem. So, as you can see, this is a very powerful program. This is a life-altering, life-empowering system that I've created for you. So I openly welcome you to join our movement. Like I just said, we can make a difference. I truly believe that. If we learn this information, if we apply it to our lives, and then if we share it with those that we care about and who we love, our friends and family members out there, we can stop many of these crimes from ever occurring. This is how it has to be done. We have to take personal responsibility for our own personal safety. So I thank you very much for your time and consideration, and I offer you my 100% money-back guarantee. If you don't think that this program was of value or important, then I don't want to waste your time or your money. Just contact us. We'll give you 100% of your investment back. So I would like to wish you and your families the very best. You have a fantastic day, and thanks again. You take care.